never stop walking toward the unknown, reality will ever change. Their world shall be one full of possibility.
This isn't about the throne anymore. It marks the beginning of a new era, led by those who are truly worthy of the people's trust. Almost the appointed time now. The day is dawning on a new king's reign. And with it, my true passing. However, if I may truly end my life with pride in my boy, and my love at my side, I've no regrets.
It's been a long road to this moment, hasn't it?
It has indeed. But for our son, a new journey now begins.
Alright, a new journey, which gonna take place in another 10,000 years from now. No, I mean like a 10 year from now, when Atlas finally release like a new Persona game. After they release a new Persona game, and then release a new Fantasio game. Because 2 products in a row is like gonna be so astur.
Heed me, all people of the kingdom. Dawn breaks and the appointed hour hath come.
He speaks. With the announcement of our new king, everything finally ends.
I now settle the long-contested succession to the throne. They who hath gathered the most faith from their subjects amassed, they who hath overcome this fierce contest, the throne's new sovereign, I now reveal. Behold, your new king of your kingdom united.
Yeah.
Look! It's him! Yeah!
Yay! Look! Look, that's him, isn't it? He won!
He certainly did, love. He really did. Oh, I still can't believe it. That boy pulled it off. His Majesty, the new king.
I won't accept it! The new king is Count Luis.
He can't just crown his son after all. That's cheating, that is. Rise up, people! Riot!
Disorderly conduct will not be permitted.
Settle down. The tournament is over. Our new king has been decided, and the royal capital falls under His Majesty's rule. Threaten it, and you shall face the wrath of the crown theocracy's warrior monks.
Bloody fantastic. They really did it.
Yay! Alright, so what happened to the royal palace now?
Quietude descended once again upon the royal capital, and the day of the new king's coronation arrived.
Oh, idle day. That's the going to the bathroom day. You can't believe that like go sit outside in the literal desert.
Boy, coronation really crept up on us. There's a lot of people in the crowd.
Yeah, you
Don't
can
tell
do
me
it.
You're nervous. After everything we survived already, stage fright should be nothing for you.
Of course,
If you say so. Just do relax your shoulders once you're out there, okay?
We've all made due arrangements. You can trust in us. Your newfound dignity suits you well, Your Highness. Ah, but I suppose you have outgrown that title. Your Majesty. Yes, that too suits you well.
Hope you can live up to that title.
By the way, saw some of them Senate fat cats hovering about, acting like they've been supporting us from the start, of course. Always on the winning side.
Better than the alternative, no? Especially since we've got some Luis diehards among the people.
I hear that many are concerned about his proficiency with statecraft. To be honest, I'm not so sure myself.
And their concern justified, as I sway the entire kingdom out of this view.
Juna will stand as moderator at the podium. His Majesty will only be asked for a few brief answers. First, the people would know how you aim to lead them. How will you respond to that, Your Majesty?
We have the power to change the world. All of us. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'll strive to do my utmost. With all of you at my side.
That's fine. The people have about had it with pompous monologues. Better to say what you mean with determination.
That's fine, not excellent.
Still, there are a lot of people in the crowd who have never supported you. How are you going to respond to them?
Patient. Let my work prove my
I'll have
work.
to let my work prove my words. With results, I hope everyone can feel that our future will be bright.
You went from a nobody to the top seat in the nation. No need to puff up and bluster anymore, what? You'll do fine.
That's a wrong
A
answer?
ruler must only stand tall. The rest is not done alone. We are with you.
Indeed. And we're no strangers to more practical work. Whatever our tasks, I'm sure we can handle them.
And with a personal power to just
It's time to
crush
make your first
any
appearance
assassin.
as our king. Let us brace ourselves.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks for always having my back.
Well, let's go. To His Majesty, the new king.
I will strive to be a new and just king. Hopefully. Maybe. Who knows? Yep.
We'll write a warm welcome, please. His Majesty, the new king! Your Majesty, you're so young!
Please. My king, your subjects would hear how you intend to lead them.
Relax, okay? Take it easy and use your own words.
As a ruler, I've much to learn. I cannot say what I'll accomplish. And yet, I believe the world can change by our hand. And to that end, I will face any odds.
Now, Your Majesty, a few more words. Naturally, some under your rule now supported other people in the race. How do you respond to their voices?
There will be times I let you down. I know that. Only results can prove my intent. But still, even should you oppose your king, you can always believe in your own future. I will make sure of it.
Also remember, I just killed a god.
A nation where dreams and fantasies are always in reach. Will surely be a challenge.
We'll make it happen.
There you go. If you can pull that off, you'll be the finest king we've known. Well then, this is it. Your attention, please.
And that crown still feels like a
Only
little
what
off.
remains for you to kneel before. Please take the crown with your own hands, my king.
Yay!
Ah, long have I awaited the arrival of this day.
It's still loading. Let's see if my PC having enough heat to boil an egg.
This journey has reached its end. He came to know the goodness of a
Nope.
hero's heart, and became the king his people had always hoped for. But as this journey ends, so another begins. I'd like you to watch over him on his path for a little longer yet.
Very well. Let
1
us...
year has passed
Oh.
since the arrival of the new king.
One year. Scary.
Hey, heard the news? They're finally reopening that mage academy that got closed down.
You don't say. The famous one deep in the Montario Mountains. Really? I'm impressed. It only took them a year.
They've even paved a proper mountain road. And get this, their headmistress is none other than Lady Juna.
Ooh.
The songstress?
Well, she is one of the king's 6 partisans. If she managed to help save the world from Luis, I expect she knows a thing or two about magic. Sounds like they plan to fully open the magic researchers' findings to the people, too. Quite a turn from when the late Sanctifex banned it.
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Luis last year, everyone knows you don't really need an igniter to use
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise, ever since us church folk got the boot from the palace.
I believe on in 4 years.
Even the Royal Knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything, and now he's out on his ear too. And replaced by Sir Jaime Noctul, no less. You believe that? The Royal Knights, led by a Ujif, of all things. Though he's one of the 6 partisans himself. When he speaks, everyone listens. No one's about to complain.
Even Parliament now invites citizen representatives to hearings. Strange to think we'd been deaf to the voice of the people until now. It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats. How swiftly the times change, eh?
Credit where it's due. I think it's thanks to His young majesty. Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. Saw heroes of all different tribes celebrating the king's victory. Celebrating among the common folk, even. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken to calling it the Great Reconciliation. It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king. But considering how his sons turned out, I hope he's at peace.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year has seen a lot of good, but we've still got our share of problems.
You were smiling more now. I won't solve the multiple problem we will
Speaking
face.
of His Majesty, I've also heard some folks saying they've seen a boy wandering around these parts who looks just like him. You don't suppose?
Bah, can't be. Without his escorts? Besides, what business would a king have in this place?
Remember, the king killed a god. Even if like 20 assassins come out, like the king could just slice
Mountains
them.
upon mountains of appeals from the people. How many days will this take to sort?
After all the trouble you took to flee politics. And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it? Honestly, with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
It promises that I'll have an eternally cluttered desk.
Here, Your Majesty. I've brought in the next load.
Oh.
And there we go. Not half bad, right? Hey! Isn't the king supposed to be here?
When did he? I've said countless times not to leave unannounced.
Oh, all this decoration doesn't suit me. How'd Luis and Forden put up with all this damn finery?
Hey, my boy.
Are you here? Juna's back from her inspection.
Apologies, Troll. I'll look for him now.
Wait! I'm coming with you!
Oh, good grief. Some things never change. Not that they should.
No, I
I'd
like
say
her with
life
a
has
witch
changed
hat.
Plenty for us. Yet somehow our captain's same as he ever was.
Yeah, that maze is the savior maze that have cracked more monster skull than an entire Royal Knight battalion.
And then, well, I might have got a bit too fresh with them stuck-up sanctists. But those bloody church folk been looking down on us for years, you know? Still, it was other sanctists what stepped in to keep things peaceable too. I reckon they're not all bad. Guess me cogs turning. They lost both their Santifex and the Saint Lady last year. Got their own struggles, I expect.
Memento Mori. I return. I just now realized that my door handle and my entire door, that is the entire metal, is right next to an electrical outlet.
Or makes me
Or
want
more
to go up and
precisely,
shake a sanctor's hand, but you really put some perspective on it.
an electrical breaker. I have not imagined what kind of bad thing would happen if the breaker is like the electricity travel between the door and between the door.
I believe you'll come to understand them.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You ever need some good, honest work? I'll get you squared, eh?
Alright. Optimism in the world.
I should have known you'd be wandering around without your escorts again. How is it, being able to hear the city's honest thought? If you told them you're the king, it'd knock them sideways. Sorry you ended up coming all this way. Maria's actually out on an errand right now.
I'll wait until she come back.
And I suppose I'll wait until she comes back.
You sure? That girl always ends up on detours. No telling how long she'll be. Either way, best keep your head down. You know what happens when you're too obvious about this. Sooner or later, the Lady Captain of the Royal Guard...
Barging in.
There you are! I knew we'd find you here, for crying out loud!
Phew.
So you were here.
Speak of the devil.
Let us return, Your Majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juno would be back from her expedition today.
I suppose I have no choice.
I suppose I have no choice.
What is it? You have unfinished business. 'Tis settled. I shall come with you on every excursion.
Not dressed like that, you won't. You know how we like snooping around, inconspicuously.
Point taken.
He'll be fine. His Majesty is not about to fall prey to some alleyway scoundrel, surely. Right, Your Majesty. If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat. She'll be shattered if she finds out she just missed you.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once your business here is finished, please make sure you return to the palace with all swiftness.
All right.
Let's go.
First time Mario went missing. Before heading, why not talk to everyone else? Alright, Onandamori, let me release the frame for a bit. Yep.
Hey?
Hello?
All right then.
Come now.
You? Ah, El waifu.
Of course. And so...
Bring back memory.
Well, this I vow.
What do you want to do?
Yep.
You're not serious.
Meow. Wow. Ah. More will sit at this chair. Or is it this chair?
Pleasure to see you.
Only a year coronation. Constant fire, Nadamore, trade, Connor, cricket like. This one.
But
Your critique allowance open with their bar, but plenty more put their faith in you. So most of those agitators are kind of scum that stirred up pot and hope that they may benefit from the country turmoil. I think I couldn't handle, of course. All they work for the Royal Action of the Citizen Council, and an ally I have made. Wonder my brother's latest bit proud come. I'm doing damage to use my talent. Don't you worry. No doubt in my mind.
Now that you mention it...
And remind me, do you remember Natra, my hometown landowner? He told me he sent you his regard. He didn't confess his crime at his awaiting trial. You don't want to awaken his conscience. Makes sense, doesn't it? Proving your ideal to be true. The white country doing so well. Nothing more to. Hardly quantified bigger pride. Everyone is you. I am proud to be among his people.
Yo.
Oh, let's do inspecting again.
Hey.
Captain of Trading Brigade. I am guest to report, nothing to report. Wait, did that boy have like free jacket on him? Free layer of clothes on him?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, nice, mate. Okay, both searching for you, but I suppose none of my business who come goes.
Just
only try not to frustrate your royal guard over button. They gotta be quite seriously, much like their captain. I'm unchanging.
True. However,
he stand those very people. Like the king of mixed tribe.
But
yes.
In spite of its greater height, the barrier can be broken. Even they could take a first step. And someday I hope distant will grow only knowing conflict. At distant. Only no distant conflict. Alright. So this is like... Yeah.
My king.
By design, my crossbow. Bring any souvenir?
In that case.
Gosh.
Just get your focus in the port. Don't worry, I give you just a kiss. Leslie.
Well.
It's going swimmingly.
So, speaking of which...
Now we're...
Yeah.
Yay.
Hey! Hey! Magic.
Ripping this is. All right now.
Oh, Nero. Oh, the new girl, huh? What bring you? Come for you. Chief engineer. Infrastructure. Something missing. I knew for that stubby and come to Gisborne. I know you feel.
About that.
Oh. I know you agree. Aching to feel the wind. Amidst the day of dashing hitter and thither and the runner. Not ungrateful for the glacious title given a man whom talked about modifying Goddard Runner. I one day invent a teleportation device to deliver the fresh fish straight from Oceania to your palace plate. It would change the world, would you say? Back at the beginning, on the development. This time I think I need stimulation in the mind. Do I smell rough? Not a ton. Don't pretend you did enjoy it. Every time you come back with one, I remember how I could hardly contain. I do so miss traveling. Even the Reddit himself were very part left untouched. The guiding principle of research, you know. Convenience is important. Consider safety.
However,
revolutionary balance of safe and revolutionary. Huh.
Yeah?
Is that mine? Wait.
Amazing.
Charlotte Runner? Ah. Is you? Oh. Why are you here? Oh. Is it a new one or the old? Pretty sure it's the old one because I just now noticed. Why is the Gauntlet Runner like moving like it has breathing? Why is it? Why does it feel like it's breathing? Moving like an organic animal. Scared. We don't want to know. Oh, Bridget. Right? Hey, Bridget. I'm afraid we saw out a moment. Children request with rainbow color. Telling strongly well.
Say.
I now hold position, control this stream of all manner of good. The head of Ignited Consortium. I have been judged violent, have been prevented. Let's progress on the present.
Yes.
I can dwell on the past all I wish, but won't change it.
Yet.
All no reason, will continue decline.
Speaking of.
I found the one who took her. Naturally, I considered ending their life. But she was sitting beside them. They could not bring themselves to harm such a sweet soul, they decided to keep her instead. Now to spare their life, I could subject a gentle atrocity commit in her name. You should come play with us. Oh yeah, let's not mention that if those boys have like hurt a dog, she would have skinned them alive. Is too soft of a word.
Greetings.
Yes, come